Hey, hello investors and future investors, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I will show you 3 AI leaps that can also be used for options trading, and they can all be used if you're trading with a small account. Now these stocks need to meet 2 important criteria in order to make the list. So if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. On this channel we help you with option strategies, dividends and other investments that can give you consistent revenue in order to grow your small account. We can all make weekly revenue if we want to, so I'll definitely show you what I'm doing on my end in order to generate revenue. Now, all I ask in return for this free content is an early thumbs up by you hitting the like button, and consider subscribing for more ways to increase your investments. Welcome to Investment Gains. Let's jump right into it. Hello future investors and traders, welcome back to the channel. As we all know, there are many ways to invest in AI, and today's video will show you one way to capitalize on this technology disruptor from the comfort of your own home. Today's video will showcase 3 AI leaps that's on my radar to help grow my small account. And like I said earlier, these stocks need to meet 2 very important criteria in order to make the list. Criteria number 1, these stocks must be affordable, so anyone trading with a small account are able to use these stocks. And criteria number 2, these stocks must be able to trade weekly options. As you know, on this channel we support making weekly revenue by trading options. Now this video will show the leaps prices and my consideration for buying them. For a detailed video of leaps and how they work, check out the description below. Now our first stock on the list is going to be C3.ai, ticker AI. Now here we are on AI stock, and first of all we're going to check out to make sure it hits our first criteria and it's affordable if you trade with a small account, and it does. AI is trading around the $41 mark, so anyone trading with an account under $5,000 should be able to afford this. Now I'm going to give you a brief introduction of what this company does in order for me to highlight the key features when selecting which AI stocks to invest in. So C3.ai engages in the provision of enterprise artificial intelligence software for digital transformation. It delivers the C3 AI suite for developing, deploying and operating large-scale AI, predictive analytics and Internet of Things application, in addition to a portfolio of turnkey AI applications. The main thing I want to bring to your attention is predictive analytics. When choosing an AI technology stock, this is what they're interested in, how to predict future outcomes, and this is where they make most of their money. Now let's get into the AI options chain. Okay, so here we are on the AI options chain, and first of all let's make sure it's able to trade weekly options, and as you can see here, it does. So this checks off our 2 important criteria. Now let's go ahead and get into the leaps part of this video. So let's make sure it says buy and call, and now we're going to look for a strike date way out, almost a year out, and that should give us July 19th, 2024. Now I'm going to go and look for a strike price below the current share price, and I will be going with the $30 strike price. Now the reason I'm going with the $30 strike price is for a couple of reasons. The number 1 reason is the open interest, which is around 682, which is pretty decent. The other one I'm going to be looking for is the delta, which is around 0.81, which means for every $1 movement in the share price, your option is going to move by 80% or 0.8. The one red flag you need to look out for is the implied volatility, which is around 71%. This is when you need to know your risk tolerance. Now let's go ahead and we're going to select this $30 strike price. Now in order for me to buy and control 100 shares of AI, I will be paying $1,785, which is way better than paying an outright fee of $4,000. By buying this option contract, you're now able to control 100 shares for less than half the price. Now, once you have acquired and able to control 100 shares, now you could go ahead and trade weekly options in order to generate revenue. Let's go ahead and do one example. So let's go ahead now to sell and call, and we're going to choose our strike date way closer since we're going to be doing weekly options. And I will be going with August 4th, which is just a few days out. And I will be looking for my strike price way up above the 80% mark this time, because I did buy the option at an 80% delta. So I will need my chance of profitability to be way higher than 80. So I will be going with the, I will be going with a 90% chance of profitability, which is going to give me the strike price of 47.5, and for that I will be making around $24. Now this is one option strategy that can be done on a weekly basis to keep generating revenue. Now $24 is pretty decent to be making on this stock while you're waiting for the stock to appreciate in price. And if you do get assigned, then check out my other option video where it shows you how to get out of these option contracts. Now let's jump into our second stock on the list, which is going to be Palantir, ticker PLTR. Okay, so here we are on Palantir Technologies, and first of all, let's make sure it hits our number one criteria, which is that it's affordable for anyone trading with a small account, and it does hit that mark by trading just under $20. So anyone with a small account should be able to trade this stock. Now let's go ahead and jump into the Palantir options chain. And now we're going to make sure it hits the second criteria, which is it offers weekly options. And as you can see here, it actually does. So now let's get into our leaps option. So we're going to go to buy once again and call. And once again, we're going to go to a strike price way out almost a year or so. And that's going to give us June 21st, 2024. Now, once again, I'm going to go ahead and select my strike price below the current share price. And this time I'm going to be going with the $12 strike price. Now, with the $12 strike price, once again, we'll be looking at the open interest and also the delta. So the open interest on Palantir, you can see here, is almost 3,000. The delta is above 80, which I like, which is 0.8, and the implied volatility is just about the same as our previous stock, which is AI. So let's go ahead and make an attempt to purchase this. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to click into it, and there you have it. So once again, if I were to buy this option strategy, I'll now be able to control 100 shares of this stock for less than half the price. The current share price is $19.53, and I would only be paying around $935 in order to control 100 shares. Now, once I am able to control these 100 shares, now I can turn around and go selling weekly options or covered calls. So let's go ahead and get into our third stock on the list. And the third stock on the list is going to be Microvision, ticker MVIS. So here we are on Microvision, and once again, it does hit our first criteria. Anyone with a small account will be able to afford this since it's trading just under $400 in order to pick up 100 shares. Now let's go into trade Microvision's options. Now, before we get into that, at a price of $3.99, anyone with a small account can be able to buy this stock outright. But we're just going to go into the leaps option to see if we get a better deal. So let's go now to the MVIS options chain. And once again, let's go to buy and sell. And let's make sure we choose a strike date way out. Almost a year, and that should give us, we're going to go to the January 17th, 2025. Now, once again, we're going to be selecting our strike price below the current share price, and I will be going with the 2.5. Once again, we're going to check out the open interest and also the delta. So, open interest of 878, which is good. The delta of 0.85, which is excellent. However, the implied volatility is a bit of a red flag, which is at 82%. So it comes down to you being aware of your risk tolerance before making a trade like this one. So let's go ahead and we're going to select it. And there you have it. In order for us to control 100 shares of Microvision, in order to do covered calls, it's going to cost us $235. Now, like I said, anyone trading with a small account should be able to buy 100 shares of the stock outright in order to do weekly covered calls. Now, I will give you one bonus AI stock that can be used. Now, all you need to do is do your own due diligence before implementing this strategy with this stock. And this stock is going to be SoFi Technologies, ticker SOFI. So here we are on SoFi Technologies, and once again, do your own due diligence before purchasing this stock. So there you have it. Those are 3 AI stocks which can be used by using Leaps option in order to capitalize on the AI trend. Now, we have lots of investment strategies on this channel. So if you want to join the weekly income team, like and subscribe right now. Also, hit the notification bell below to get an alert when I post a video. But most importantly, please share this video with someone you think can benefit from its content. Let's help as many as we can. Remember, a salary will give you a living, but your investment gains will give you a lifestyle.